Ryu really is one of a kind in Super Smash Bros. Although we do have characters with moves and attributes that can be altered like Robin and Shulk, Ryu is the first character to have light, medium, and heavy variations for his attacks. Let's break down his specials and normals and take a look at the inputs for the light, medium, and heavy variations and see how they connect and combo with each other. Ryu's neutral special is Hadoken, and he has 4 different variations of it, 3 that can be done without the Street Fighter inputs. For the full list of inputs, check the info section below. Lightly tap and immediately release the special button for a light Hadoken. Hold the button very briefly for a longer ranged Hadoken, and if you hold it down until Ryu releases the move himself, the Hadoken will travel even farther and do 6% damage instead of 5. If you do the Street Fighter input, which is a half circle starting from behind you, Ryu will do a fiery Shakunetsu Hadoken that has multiple hits. Use Hadokens to force your opponent to approach or defend, and mix up the variations in order to keep your opponent guessing. You can also use these Hadoken variations in mid-air to hover slightly. This is useful on stage to dodge attacks or off stage when recovering, so keep that in mind. Side special is the famous Tatsu, which you can do a light version of by just tapping the button or a medium version by holding it. You'll also do more damage with both variations if you make contact with your opponent towards the end of the move. Doing the Street Fighter input, which is down, down, back, and back plus A or B, will do the heavy variation of the move, dealing an extra % of damage and a bit more knockback. If you input a Tatsu right after jumping, you'll rise with it. If you do it at the apex of your jump, you'll travel horizontally. And if you input the move as you start falling, you'll descend with it. Down special is focus attack, and since it has super armor for 1 hit, it's basically a counter move. Tapping the special button and releasing it will give you a low knockback punch, and you can hold the button briefly for a little bit more power. If you hold it for even longer, you'll notice Ryu flash. Now when you release the move, you'll put the enemy into a crumple state just like in Street Fighter, and if you hold the button down even more, your opponent will be in the crumple state for even longer. You can also hold the opposite direction you're facing at any time to reverse the punch. And just like in Street Fighter, you can dash cancel the focus attack at any point by quickly double tapping left or right. You can do this after an opponent hits you or as a fake out tool to trick your enemies. You can also use its super armor to your advantage off stage and then cancel the move to recover safely. Heck, you could even use it to get back on stage every now and then, just don't become predictable with it and dash cancel it if need be. Up special Shoryuken has a light, medium, and heavy variation as well. Quickly tap and release the special button for a light punch, hold the button down for a medium punch, and for a heavy punch, you guessed it, use the Street Fighter inputs, which are forward, down, and down forward plus A or B. The heavy variation of Shoryuken is slightly stronger and is invincible, so if you see a move coming or get a hard read, it's an awesome counter or a great out of shield punish. When it comes to Ryu's Street Fighter inputs, they're only used for his special moves, and you can either use A or B to execute them. So keep that in mind and use whichever feels more comfortable. Ryu's normals and tilts are the only other move he has with light and heavy variations. Quickly tapping and releasing the button performs a light attack, and holding it performs a heavy attack. Tapping the A button will jab, and if you make contact, jabbing repeatedly will execute a traditional 3-hit jab combo. However, if you hold the A button down, you'll perform a single high kick that does the same amount of damage. Light up tilt is an elbow that can combo for a few hits before your enemy can dodge or jump out, and heavy up tilt is an uppercut with decent knockback. Light forward tilt is a kick similar to heavy jab, but less knockback and damage, and heavy forward tilt is an overhead 2-hit punch that does a massive amount of shield damage. It's his slowest normal, but if you find your opponent shields often, you might be able to get some easy shield breaks. Light down tilt combos into itself just like light up tilt, and heavy down tilt pops enemies up at a great angle for aerial follow-ups around the mid to high percents. That's all very straightforward though. Quickly tap the button for a light move and hold the button for a heavy move. Simple. But did you notice how quick these moves are? Light up tilt and down tilt combo into themselves, and so would jab if it didn't turn into a 3-hit jab combo. Now this is where Ryu's moveset gets a little bit more Street Fighter influence. All of these light normals are virtually lagless and have barely any knockback, so you can combo them into each other or into any of his special moves. But don't get too hyped just yet. Having a lack of knockback does mean more combo potential, but you also need hit stun to connect one hit into the next. And unfortunately, Ryu doesn't have enough hit stun on his normals to string more than 4 or 5 moves together at most. Light forward tilt is also too slow to combo, and jab has its own 3-hit combo if the first hit connects, so all that really leaves you with is light up tilt and down tilt. However, here are some combos that I found with Ryu. Neutral air, light down tilt, Tatsumaki. Or you can end it with a Shoryuken. If you can catch an opponent with a raw up tilt, Light up tilt times 2 into light down tilt times 2 also combos into Tatsumaki. Aside from those two combo strings and maybe slight variations like switching in an up tilt for a down tilt or finishing with a heavy tilt or different special move, there really isn't much else Ryu can do in terms of true combos. Even the light up tilt infinite combo on Fox isn't exactly a true infinite since he can jump out around 120% if you don't kill him with a Shoryuken. But despite there being a bit more hype than necessary over Ryu and his combo potential, he's still an extremely fun character to play, and his move variations really add an interesting element to Smash that we've never had before. Let me know what your favorite combo strings are with Ryu. I'll be putting together a Week 1 Ryu montage on Friday, so stay tuned. And if you're a Splatoon player who's having trouble in ranked matches, my new guide Splat Zones 101 will definitely help you out. All the links you need are in the info section below. I'm EMG Smash Central. Thanks for watching and happy smashing!